And so to take the men's side, I came across a very interesting little project by Crystal Smith. And basically, Crystal studied words used in TV commercial, right? So on TV, not paper ads, for boys. And she was focusing on toys advertised during prime time cartoon blocks on TV. So this means the commercials that children will see because it's before, during, or after the time when they're watching cartoons on TV. And she explains that she focused on the age group of 6 to 8 years old, and she mentions the brands that were the most common during these primetime advertisement commercials. We see the results of our little experiment in this word cloud. So the bigger the word, the more common the word, right? So here we can see that definitely one of the most common words was battle, and then you have power and beat, heroes, stealth, hit. What about here? Stealth, right? So lots of words connected to either fighting or at least action. So for the sake of comparison, Crystal was interested to see what it would be like for girls. She did a similar thing, and let's see what the word cloud looks like for girls. So for girls, clearly the most important word is love, and then fun and magic, and yes, girl, just in case you forgot, friendship, and hair, party, babies. So a lot of typical woman words, I guess, and also a lot of typical relationship, right? Being a mother, being a friend, having babies. So I think it's pretty clear that there is a strong gender stereotyping in ads. So boys are tough and fight, girls are sweet and loving. It's true. I know boys like that, and I know girls like that. But the reverse is true too, right? I know boys who are very sweet and loving, and I know girls who are pretty tough and will not step down if there is a fight coming, right? So I'm not saying that what the advertisements are showing is not true. I'm just saying it's limiting, right, what people can be. So yes, gender stereotyping in ads, and this is, I know, an old ad, but still, I can't help using it, right? Clearly here we have the woman supporting her husband by being a great cook or homemaker, right? This is the catchphrase, the chef does everything but cook. That's what wives are for. So yes, the stereotype has been a long one. As you can see, this is an ad that's probably, I would say, maybe 1980s. And my question simply is, what if a man wants to cook? Or for that matter, what if a boy wants to cook? And in this case, I'd like to introduce to you, if you don't know it already, the Easy Bake campaign done to try to make this product a little bit more gender neutral. I chose the topic of boys or men wanting to cook because there's a very nice video of the big sister called Makina and her brother discussing boys and cooking. So please watch the following video.
I'm cooking cookies.
You are? That sounds fun. So tell me, what do you want? What do you want for Christmas?
I want a dinosaur Easy Bake Oven.
Why don't they have any boys in the Easy Bake Oven commercial?
Because only girls play it, and because I don't know how. Why
You think they should put boys, right?
Yeah.
Because boys like to cook too, right?
Uh-huh.
That was my little brother, my favorite chef in the world. He said it himself, girls are the only ones who are supposed to cook. Is this really the message we want to send to our youth? I thought that as a society, we had far moved past that. But no, we continue to force this stereotype that men don't cook, they work. Please, sign this petition and join me in my fight to create gender equality in our products and in our youth.
As Makina says in the video, yes, she went public with this issue of boys wanting to cook too. And she used a pretty interesting website called change.org. On this website, you can put up, which means start, a petition. So basically, you ask people to sign that they agree with you. And she wanted people to sign the petition to ask Hasbro, so the maker of this bake oven, to make their toys gender neutral, meaning that it doesn't look either for girls nor for boys, right? And it worked. Yes, Makina was successful, and she was even interviewed on CNN and explained that for her, toys should be gender neutral, that children doesn't feel like they have to choose a certain toy because he or she is a boy or a girl. So, right, gender neutral toy marketing. So Hasbro changed the oven, and the color they chose is considered more gender neutral, and the advertisement shows a boy and a girl. You can see the advertisement on the next slide. So Makina is not the only one to have changed advertisements of toys. Also, there's the story of a Top Toy, and it's a Swedish toy company, and they actually own Toys R Us in Sweden. So they changed the advertisements of toys because a Swedish regulator, so I am guessing it's the government, told the company to stop advertising using stereotypes, right? So let's get over these stereotypes about men and women and boys and girls and just advertise in a more neutral way. And they did pretty well. I do find this one a bit funny, you know, having a superhero pushing a baby stroller. Maybe this is pushing it a little bit, but I find this one very nice and natural. You know, a girl doing something connected to a racing car, I'm guessing. Or here, having a girl fighting with some sort of a future space gun or something like that. So this one seems just too much, but these two I find very well done. Actually, the sales director, Jan Nyberg, I'm guessing for pronunciation, said regarding the changes, children are not coded, right? So they're not programmed. They are not born that way. So children are not coded to blue for boys and pink for girls. They should be free to choose what they want to play with. And even though maybe this is just nice marketing talk, I do agree with him, right? There is no genetic coding that makes blue for boys and pink for girls the right choices. And it's not just me who agrees with the Top Toy sales director. This little girl right here, her name is Riley, and she agrees too. Please listen to what she has to say.
Would it be fair for all the girls to buy princesses and all the boys to buy superheroes?
Well, why?
Because girls want superheroes and the boys want superheroes, and the girls want pink stuff, and the boys don't want pink stuff. Yeah.
Boys want both, but why did you think they do that?
Because the companies who make these try to trick the girls into buying the pink stuff instead of stuff that boys want to buy, right?
Right, but But you can buy either, right? And boys can buy either. If boys want to buy pink, they can buy pink, right?
Yeah, so then why do all the girls have to buy princesses? Some girls like superheroes, some girls like princesses.
Yeah,
Some boy like superheroes, some boy like princesses.
absolutely.
So
You're absolutely
then,
right.
why does all the girls have to buy pink stuff and all the boys have to buy different color stuff?
It's a good question, Riley.
I'm just so impressed at the fact that Riley can express herself so well, and clearly we can tell how angry she is with that, right? So yes, she says that girls buy princesses and want pink stuff, and boys buy superheroes and don't want pink stuff. And when her dad asks her why, well, kind of hard to believe that at her age she realizes this, but she says companies trick the girls into buying the pink stuff instead of stuff boys want to buy, right? So she pinpoints the fact that it's the companies, so the marketing from the companies that trick, so make the girls do something that maybe they don't want to do, right? And then she adds, some girls like superheroes, some girls like princesses. So as I said before, yes, there is nothing wrong with a girl liking princesses, but there's also nothing wrong with girls liking superheroes, right? So letting the children have a choice in what they want to play with. Changes have been happening, but it looks like we still got work to do. For instance, in Denmark, the gender bias is still visible in the top toy stores. So remember, the top toy stores changed in Sweden, but not in Denmark, which is next to Sweden, right? We've got the girls doing her hair, and here doing makeup and hair as well, right? So the fashion girl. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but how about boys who like to do this, right? Do you think they would be comfortable buying these toys if they only see girls and pink, or at least girly colors in the advertisement? I'm not so sure.